On today's edition of The Front Row, we are in the newly restored Wallace Theater in Levelland, just in time for the Christmas holidays. It's decorated so beautifully, and as you can tell by the acoustic, it sounds great in here as well. And a good acoustic is always great for concerts, and you have a wonderful concert coming up. Our guest today is Alycyn Keeling, who is the executive director of the Wallace Theater. Welcome back to the Front Row, Alycyn.
Thank you so much for having me, Clint.
Great. So we've had a lot of things happen in the Wallace Theater. We've had piano concerts. We've had banquets and receptions. What all of you have you had since the auditorium has opened again?
We've had a Falling for the Wallace Fall Festival. We've had Christmas parties. We've had theatrical productions. We've had bilingual shows. We've had even Puppy Pals, a dog show here on our stage, Christmas movies. So many, what it boils down to is just our mission statement, creating experiences that entertain, inspire, and empower. And that goes all across the board with such a great variety.
You hit the ground running. That's
We did.
a lot. Wow. Didn't waste any time.
No, we didn't. You know, we've waited for 10 full years and more to get this theater restored and reopened and back to serving the community, and we just couldn't wait to start serving the community and giving them as much as we possibly could.
Well, one of the things we want to talk about today is the next thing that's coming up, which is a performance by the Texas A&M Cadets. Tell us about that.
Yes, so they are one of the longest serving collegiate choirs, I think, actually in the world. This is actually their 123rd season to perform. There are 60 members of this men's chorale that will be coming to perform on the Wallace Theater stage. And it's so exciting for just many, many reasons. One, to have that kind of a performance in this beautiful, intimate venue. And as you mentioned at the beginning of the show, the acoustics in this space. I mean, it is just going to be incredible to listen. So fans of choral music, you're going to love this show. They sing such a wide variety. But then there's also a really special historical tie. So I actually am a Texas A&M alumni myself, so I'm very honored to have this group coming. But what's even more interesting is the Wallace Theater, built by Wallace Blankenship. Wallace was actually a student at Texas A&M University himself. I've been very fortunate to be able to do some research at the Southwest Collection at Texas Tech, and his family had donated some of their memorabilia, and I found his student handbook and even receipts to Texas A&M back from 1921 and 1922. And so it's just a really unique tie to have here in West Texas. But what's the most amazing part of it is just the experience that this is going to be for our audience and for our patrons to get to enjoy this music here in this auditorium.
Wonderful. Well, my wife and I are really big into choral music, but I knew about the Cadets, but I had no idea of their history.
Yes.
How long they've been doing this. I had no idea.
Yes.
Well,
It started out, I think, as a small collegiate chorale, in the 1800s when Texas A&M started. It's grown over the years, and something I learned as we were pulling this show together, the members don't actually have to be in the Corps of Cadets at Texas A&M. There are other students, I think, that can apply to be in this choir as well.
Oh my gosh, great. Tell us times and date.
Yes, so it is Tuesday, January the 6th. The show is at 6:30 p.m. Tickets are $20. It will be a 2-hour show. I think they'll take a 15-minute intermission in between their 2 1-hour performances, and you're going to, again, just get to hear a wonderful variety of things from all different types of music in their chorale style. I'm so excited with even the little clips that I've gotten to hear.
That sounds great. Well, and you said the concert is on the 6th of January, so that means they're doing this between semesters.
That's right.
They're not actually enrolled at the moment, right?
That's correct. So this is something that they do. They have a winter tour in their winter break between fall and spring semester. So it's something that they've been looking forward to for this whole first semester. And then I think they also tour around spring break and then maybe early summer as well. But it's my understanding they tour they've toured across the country, they may have toured across the world, but during this winter break, they really try to route through Texas, and it's such an honor. They actually called us and said, we're looking for a place. Would the Wallace Theater be available? And I was so excited. I just, was jumping up and down in my office to get to have this group, because getting to have them again perform 60 members on risers singing in this beautiful space and the acoustics, I just can't even imagine how wonderful it's going to be.
I'm sure it'll be thrilling.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. And I can just see you. I mean, an A&M alum, they called you up and they wanted to come and do a concert.
Yes.
Of course you said yes.
Absolutely. So, I'm a big Red Raider fan as well. I grew up all my years cheering for Texas Tech University, and at the last minute I got pulled away to Texas A&M. But, we've got great partnerships here, and I'm excited to welcome this group to Levelland and to Lubbock.
Excellent. For people who want to get tickets, how can they do that?
Through our website, www.wallacetheater.com. Click on Events and Tickets, and that will take you to our ticket page.
Great. Excellent. Well, while I have you, let's talk about more things. What are some of the things that you have lined up just in terms entertainment-wise, looking ahead over Christmas, New Year's, into the new year?
Yeah. So we're actually closed across the holiday break because we're very excited. We're actually installing an elevator in our main lobby. So we're giving the construction crews, the space to be able to get that going. So we will be closed throughout the next couple of weeks. But when we get into the new year, again, we've got a great variety of performances. We really strive to host a variety of performances throughout our season. So in the new year, you can enjoy the Texas A&M Singing Cadets. We've got a theatrical production of Wind in the Willows that's great for families, country music, jazz music, contemporary Christian. We've also got a great speaker series coming in with Temple Grandin. So folks that know her work in the autism community as well as agriculture, that's going to be something very interesting. But we really want to have a wide variety of experiences for people to come and enjoy.
Great. Well, speaking as a programmer, hats off to you.
Thank you.
You're putting it together great programs, and it's such a variety, appealing to lots of audiences, driving lots of traffic to your theater. You're doing all the right things.
Well, thank you. Well, and we appreciate getting to work with Classical 105.7. Y'all have been great partners for us, and especially your audiences. We've loved welcoming your patrons into see us at the Wallace Theater.
Okay, it's a win for everybody.
It is.
Great. So once again, the Texas A&M Singing Cadets are here on the 6th of January. What day of the week is that?
It is a Tuesday evening.
Okay.
It is a Tuesday evening. So, and for folks in Lubbock, Levelland is a very short drive. We'll actually still have our Christmas decor up. So if you're not quite ready to say goodbye to the holidays, you'll actually get to see our beautiful decor. We had over 30 volunteers that came in to help us decorate the theater, and it's absolutely beautiful.
It is. It looks wonderful. Great. And ticket information is at
wallacetheater.com. Click on tickets and events, and that'll take you straight to the page for the Texas A&M Singing Cadets.
Great. Alycyn Keeling is the Executive Director of the Wallace Theater here in Levelland. As always, thank you so much for being our guest on the show today.
Thanks for having me.